Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to have a look at what is going on with God Packs in Mega Dream EX. Yeah, that's right. God Packs are here, ladies and gentlemen, and I think people should be a little bit happy. Honestly, God Packs are here. And God Packs are awesome. Of course, when we say God Pack, what we are referring to here is a pack where every single card in the pack is a secret rare. That's what we're talking about. And the good news is that thanks to people like Carter Knight over on YouTube, the lovely Primal Lugia over at Poker Guardian, the lovely Antoine Boulet, one of our very favourites on this channel, we do know that God Packs are here. God Packs are real, and we can share proof. And also the makeup of God Packs, which is very important. Here's a cool thing about God Packs. You get one artwork rare. One ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill artwork rare. Why is that a good thing? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, when you look at artwork rares, there are 20 of them in the set, and you get 3 per box. So, in every box, you get 10 packs, 3 of them have an artwork rare. So, yeah. You don't really... Like, these are going to be pretty easy to collect. There's 20 of them, you get 3 per box. These aren't going to have a huge amount of value. So, you get one of these. It's a nice little bonus, but that's not really what you want in God Packs. You want better stuff. Like, for instance, Mega Attack Rare Pokémon. How many Mega Attack Rare Pokémon do you get? 5. From what we've seen so far, from what we've seen from people opening these God Packs, when you open one of these, you get 5 Mega Attack Rare Pokémon. Bearing in mind, there's only 10 of them in the set. So when you open up a God Pack, you get half the Mega Attack Rares. There's 10 of them, they're 1 per box, but in a God Pack, you get 5. Which actually kind of screws with the numbers just a little bit. Because it should be that every pack has a 10% chance, but because of God Packs, actually it's nearer to 11%. But that's not really strictly true. But it's just, don't worry too much about the numbers. It's normally a 10% chance, but God Packs giving you 5 screws up the average. But the best thing about getting a God Pack is that you get 4 special illustration rares. And to be clear, this does seem to be the standard configuration of a God Pack for Mega Dream. 5 Mega Attack rares, 4 special illustration rares, and 1 artwork rare or illustration rare. And the thing is, as I told you the other day, but like yesterday, when you open a pack of this set, it's like 1 in 27 packs, roughly, just a little bit more common than that. But roughly 1 in 27 packs has a special illustration rare. The special illustration rares are very, very, very low pull rate. Carter Knight estimated it that there is a 3.75% chance of pulling a special illustration rare in any one pack. So pulling these is rare, man. It's about 3 boxes, just a little bit less than 3 boxes to get a special illustration rare. So then opening a pack and getting 4 of them, that is absolutely absurd. Here's a pic of a God Pack that was sent to me by the lovely Antoine Boulet. And basically what we've got here, we got your SnowRun illustration rare. It's fine, it's not what you're excited about. But then in terms of, and actually this was a particularly good one in terms of Mega Attack rares, because you've hit the Charizard. You've hit, which is by far the biggest of the Mega Attack rares. You've then hit the Lucario and the Gardevoir. That's like the trio of the new Mega Evolution kind of block in the Pokemon TCG. They are the big trio. You've then also hit the Dragonite, which is awesome because everybody loves Mega Dragonite. And then fine, Mega Scrafty is not exactly huge, but hey, it's a 5th Mega Attack rare. Who are we to argue? And then we look at the special illustration rares. Now, I will say they've not nailed this in special illustration rares. You do have the Ino and Bellabolt, which is a very nice one. But then you got Mega Frostlass, which is beautiful, but it's not one of the big ones. Pheasantipity, which is absolutely stunning and is one of the best cards in the entire game, but again, value-wise isn't crazy. And then Surfer, which I like the artwork on Surfer. I think it's beautiful. But I also think it might be fair to say that if you're opening Mega Dream EX and you finally hit a special illustration rare, and then it's Surfer, I do think you're going to be a little bit upset about that. I do think there is going to be an element there of, well, hang on a second. Are you actually telling me this is what I ended up with? And I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that I don't think most people are going to be happy about that. But then you look at it as, well, I got that with 3 other illustration rares, 5 Mega Attack rares, and an illustration rare. And I think we're going to be pretty happy. Now, there was a video that was shared, and shout out to Spawn Naplo over on Twitter. It's not their video, but they did snap a very clear screenshot of it. And essentially, somebody was doing a little bit of a break. And now here's the annoying thing. I saw a bunch of these on Twitter where you couldn't really get a clear screenshot of the God Pack, which is a little bit sad. And I had a quick look at the video just to make sure. But what we've got there is your Dracloak illustration rare, which is a very good one, very playable card. Everyone loves that. We've then got Mega Attack rares of Gengar, who's a pretty big deal. Hawlucha and Frostlass, who maybe aren't. Lucario, who's my favourite. And then Dragonite that everybody loves. But they kind of nailed it with the special illustration rares in this pack. They hit the Scrafty, which is not that great. And the Diancie, which is not that great. But then they finish off with Pikachu and Canary. Yes! That's a phenomenal... Like, a God Pack alone is pretty good. But to hit the Canary and the Pikachu special illustration rares is absolutely redonkulous. These are a very big deal. Now, do we know what the pull rates for these are? Not exactly, but we've got a good estimation from Carton Knight, who basically opened 2,000 packs and hit 2 God Packs. So that means there is a 1% chance that your box has a God Pack in, or a 0.1% chance that any one pack is a God Pack. Worth pointing out, of course, that 10 packs in a box makes this very easy maths. 1% chance that a box has it, 0.1% that a pack has it. For comparison, Carton Knight was estimating that the Gold Dragonite was a 0.15% chance per pack, whereas a God Pack is 0.1. So the God Pack is rarer. Now, it's also worth pointing out that if these are about 1 in 1,000 packs, well, you opened up 2,000 packs, you hit 2. It's not a great sample size for something this rare, so as always, please take it with a pinch of salt. But this is just the best information we've got for now, so I'm going to go along with it. Not only are God Packs coming around in Mega Dream EX, but I would argue these are particularly good God Packs. Yeah, you get an illustration rare, that's fine, but 5 Mega Attack rares, which is about 5 boxes worth, and then 4 special illustration rares, which is nearer to a dozen boxes worth. That is phenomenal. And yeah, your chances of pulling one of these are low. There's a 1% chance that buying a box will get you a God Pack. No one thinks you're actually going to hit these. But I think as far as they go, like, my theory on God Packs is, it's lovely to have them, but they've got to be really over-the-top awesome. And there's been some packs or some games where you look at them and you're like, well, it is a God Pack. Every card in the pack is a secret rare and all of that. But I think you take it on its merits and you're like, well, it's not the best I've seen. This is among the best I've seen. I think the secret rare suite from Mega Dream EX is phenomenal. And I think these God Packs taking advantage of that is absolutely absurd. Would I have preferred it if they took out the illustration rare and just made it 5 Mega Attack rare and 5 special illustration rare? Well, yeah, obviously that would be better. But you know what? I think 4 special illustration, 5 Mega Attack in 1 pack, I think we can be happy with that. So there we go. There's your news on God Packs. They are real. They are legit. They are coming. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these. Tell me which ones you want. Tell me what your perfect God Pack would look like in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.